Congratulations. Yes, congratulations to Ryan Coogler and Ava DuVernay for making history. That is, for the first time, films by black directors with over $100 million budget have topped the box office, with Black Panther at number one and A Wrinkle in Time at number two. That's history. I think that's huge. I really think so. I think that's huge. But I must be honest though, I ain't really know too much about A Wrinkle in Time. I mean, I even posted about it on social media, trying to see, saying like, you go on Twitter and like Facebook and stuff to, kind of, get what people are thinking. That's kind of like a survey. And I said A Wrinkle in the Sky, and people just, I didn't know, I'm sorry, I didn't know too much about this movie. I didn't even know it was a book. And of course, I was greeted with a lot of hate, not because of my ignorance, but a lot of hate from the movie. Like, people like, yo, the critics say it sucks, it didn't match the book and all that stuff. Like, come on, guys. Like, I was just trying to support a sister. You know what I mean? Like, we don't rode the Black Panther wave, and I'm just trying to keep that thing going. I mean, Gringo is in theaters right now. I mean, Gringo that has Uncle David in it. Uncle David that showed up in the Black Panther premiere dressed like he just bought his outfit off Amazon on Amazon Prime the night before. Like, what are the numbers? I don't know, and it's not number one or number two. So let the black girl rock. Ava DuVernay, she did that, you know what I mean? Like, reading the comments online, some people go, oh, well, Wrinkle in Time sucks, though. So what? Like, I get it. She's giving us some classics. Like, she gave us Selma. She gave us 13th, the documentary on Netflix. And she even gave us Jay-Z freaking music videos, So, hey, the girl is rocking. Let the black girl rock. That's black girl magic right there. Shout out to Ryan Coogler and Ava DuVernay, man. Like, I respect it. I think it's huge. I think it's good to see this. And shout out to Charlemagne too, when Black Panther came out, a lot of people were buying out theaters, taking kids to go see it. Charlemagne, I know a lot of people might have done it, but Charlemagne is that one person that I've seen. Charlemagne from the Breakfast Club, by the way, is that one person who I've seen who was bought out a theater and taking, a bunch of kids to go see this movie and support it. I think it's all, if I could, I would. Now, please, please, please don't take this as me jumping to try and create a narrative that, the success of Ava DuVernay's film is determined by how well it does in comparison to Ryan Coogler's film. Like, no. That's not what I'm trying to do here. That's whack. I want do that for a Steven Spielberg and Ron Howard movie, or that's like judging every film created by a white director or quote unquote white film by how well it does in comparison to Star Trek or Star Wars. Like, you don't do that. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying though is, the world is about to realize and recognize that there is such a thing as Nollywood. I didn't say Hollywood, I said Nollywood. I'm not saying that Nigerian directors are about to start winning Oscars in the next 5 years out here. Like, nah, that's not what I'm saying. I am saying though that Lupita went from Sugar, the MTV show, to 12 Years a Slave to Black Panther, and she's gonna do a lot more dope stuff. And Eddie Getegi was in Twilight, and Demon Honsu was, from Blood Diamond, was in Fast and Furious 7, and the list keeps growing and it goes on and on. And what I'm saying is, I know that Iroko TV, a web platform that provides paid for Nigerian films on demand, one of Africa's first mainstream online movie streaming websites, giving access to thousands and thousands of Nollywood titles, is here to stay. It's only gonna keep growing. What I'm saying is, I know that Deshauna Spencer's Quelly TV, an interactive streaming platform that shares the African diaspora experience through dope undiscovered documentaries, films, web shows, children's programs, and TV shows and news programs, is going to be recognized and treasured among the black community in the continent and in the diaspora in a way that has never been before. And people like my boy Jason Quine, who has raised over $10,000 to create a unique project of One Blood Project, which looks at the relationship between African Americans here in the diaspora and Africans both here in the diaspora and in the continent, is gonna keep picking up the camera, and people around the globe, black boys and girls, are gonna keep picking up the camera and gonna keep editing and gonna keep, just striving for greatness. I think this is what this does. I think it's an awesome thing. And man, shout out to Ryan Coogler, shout out to Ava DuVernay. They are the first two black movie makers to hit top 1 and 2 in the box office, but they're not gonna be the last. The writer of Ecclesiastes told me there's nothing new under the sun, you know what I mean? But when for the first time Two black movie directors, two black movie makers top the box office with Black Panther at number one and A Wrinkle in Time at number two. That's barriers breaking. And that's what this is about. Breaking barriers. And this is what I celebrate here. And this is Stuck in the Middle podcast, a platform for entrepreneurs, movers, move makers, artists and people from African descent, where you hear stories, advice, and ideas on how to break the mold, how to break barriers. Listen, I'm Reflex, one of your hosts, and we'll see you next week.